My brother didn't even look at me when he said, "You're not invited to Dad's retirement dinner. It's for professionals." I nodded, pretending it didn't gut me. 2 weeks later, his 11-year-old daughter wouldn't stop gushing at the table. "Mom, our whole class uses this kindness challenge app. It's run by a guy named James Harper." Every fork at that table stopped moving. Subscribe for more real stories that hit deep and stay with you. My name's James Harper. I'm 34 years old, living in a modest apartment in Portland, Oregon. I used to be a financial analyst at one of the top investment firms in Manhattan. 6 figures, corner office in the making, a future paved in gold, and panic attacks. 3 years ago, I walked away. No big exit, no sabbatical. I just couldn't keep building profit on people's losses. Now I run a small digital platform called RippleKind, a social-emotional learning app used in schools to gamify compassion, gratitude, and peer support. My family thinks I retired early to find myself. They have no idea what I've actually built. The first few months after I quit finance were brutal, not because I missed the job, but because I missed the approval. My dad stopped calling. My brother, a corporate lawyer, sent me job listings every week. My mom just asked if I was eating enough. I spent mornings applying to teaching assistant gigs and afternoons learning how to code. Nights were worst, just me, my laptop, and the echo of self-doubt. One Friday, my savings dropped below $2,000. I ate beans from a can while debugging a feature that let kids send anonymous thank you notes in class. I remember whispering to myself, "You left spreadsheets for this?" Then an email came in. A 5th-grade teacher in Michigan wrote, "We piloted your app this week. A student who never speaks thanked another for helping with math. He cried, I cried, thank you." I cried too. 6 months later, I was back in New York for my mom's birthday. The whole family was there. My brother in his tailored suit. My dad boasting about golf with his old Navy buddies. I showed up in a clean hoodie and thrift store jeans. No one asked what I'd been working on. At dinner, my brother said, "Still on your break?" I smiled. "Actually, I'm running a small education tech project." He snorted. "So, unemployed with a hobby?" Everyone laughed. I didn't. After cake, I offered to show my niece the app, just the Kindness Quest feature. She lit up. "This is way cooler than Duolingo. Can I show my teacher?" Before I could answer, my dad called from the next room. "You still on your screen, James? Try being present in real life." I closed the laptop. Maybe they'd never see it. Maybe that had to be okay. Back in Portland, I poured everything into RippleKind. I added parent dashboards, mindfulness mini-games, and real-time class leaderboards that rewarded empathy, not competition. The platform quietly expanded. One school became 5, then 10. I couldn't afford marketing, so I emailed teachers directly, one by one, telling them why I built it. Because I wish someone had taught me how to be kind to myself when I was 11. Some replied, some didn't. One day, a message came from a guidance counselor in Long Island. "Just found your app through a friend. Piloting it this week with 7th graders. The lunch bullies are suddenly journaling." I read the school's name again. It was my niece's district. I froze. Was this real? Was my app walking the halls of my brother's world, without him even knowing I built it? A month later, I got a call from an unfamiliar number. "Hi, this is Michelle, Lily's school counselor. I think we met at your mom's party?" My niece's school. Heart pounding, I said, "Yes, I remember." She laughed softly. "I had no idea you were the James Harper. We've been using RippleKind for weeks. It's transforming our social groups. The PTA wants to meet the creator." I blinked, stunned. Honored. But, my family doesn't really know? She paused. They should. That Friday, Lily sent me a video. Her class had made a thank you montage. Kids held signs. I felt seen. This app changed my day. James, you rock. I watched it alone, again. No applause, no family clapping behind me. But for the first time, I didn't need them to. Still, a part of me hoped, just maybe, they'd find out. Not for validation. For truth. 2 weeks later, I was back in New York again. This time for my dad's retirement dinner. I wasn't invited. My mom made it clear. It's more of a professional crowd, sweetheart. You understand. I did. Instead, I took Lily out for pizza. Her idea. She brought her Chromebook and said, "Uncle James, guess what?" Her school had added Ripplekind as a district-wide program. I laughed. Seriously? She grinned. Mr. Calder said it's the most effective platform they've tried. I almost dropped my slice. Mr. Calder, her principal, who used to work at the State Education Board. My app had officially gone institutional. I told him you were my uncle, Lily added proudly. He said, "Wait, he's the founder?" Then he said, "You should speak at the next Educators Summit." I just sat there, stunned. Lily took a bite of her pizza, casual as anything. You're kind of a big deal, you know. 3 days after the summit invite, I got a text from my mom. Can you come by Sunday? Lily's bringing her new boyfriend, family only. I wasn't sure what changed, but I went. Same living room. Same walls lined with framed degrees. Lily's boyfriend, Marcus, was a lanky high school senior with a kind smile and a firm handshake. My dad did his usual drill. So, what are your college plans, son? Marcus laughed. Actually, I'm working on a capstone project for Ripplekind. Our school's partnered with it. I sipped my water. My brother raised an eyebrow. What's Ripplekind? Lily lit up. It's the app I told you about, remember? The one that helps kids build empathy? Marcus grinned. Yeah, it's amazing. Our whole psychology department studies its impact now. The founder's kind of a genius. Then Lily said it, loud and proud. Uncle James made it. Silence. My dad's fork hovered midair. My brother blinked like I'd said I built NASA. Marcus looked at me, stunned. Wait, you're James Harper? I just smiled. Yep, that's me. That night, after everyone left the table, my dad lingered in the kitchen, drying a glass that didn't need drying. He cleared his throat. Your mom told me you're speaking at that summit next month. I nodded. Yeah, first keynote I've ever given. He nodded back, slowly. Your grandfather would have liked that. He taught middle school, you know. I looked up. I know. He hesitated, then added, We thought you gave up. Walked away from something real. I did, I said, to build something else that's real. He didn't say much after that, just clapped a hand on my shoulder, held it for a second longer than usual. As I turned to go, he said quietly, Your mom's printing out that article. The one about your app. She wants it framed. I didn't cry, but my hands shook when I texted Lily. Thanks for being my loudest cheerleader. She replied instantly. About time they saw you.